we get set to bring you all the action. We've got the Detroit Pistons and Chicago. And it's the Pistons to start out. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Aguirre is out there with Rodman. Then it's Joe Dumars. Then it's Lambeer. And it's Thomas in at the point. Aguirre against Pippen. And Thomas has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Here's Rodman, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Dumars kicks to Rodman. Down low, here's Lambeer. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Pippen against Aguirre. Here's Pippen, and the pass to Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Jordan's got his first basket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Rodman kicks to Thomas. Here's Lambeer, banked in off the glass. Lambier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Thomas against Harper. Pass to Jordan. With 1 on the clock. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 5. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
They've got Pippen. Rennington is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Kerr, and it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Aguirre passes to Mahorn. Lambeer down low, defended by Kerr. Soft touch off the glass. Bulls trail by 7. Dishes it to Rodman. Jordan kicks to Kerr. Pippen against Aguirre. Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice speed that time from Scottie Pippen.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Vinnie Johnson, the microwave, living up to his nickname. And the Bulls with possession. Pass to Kerr.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. Then for the Pistons, Rodman comes in for Mahorn. And it's Dumars in for Johnson. Rodman against Rodman. Jordan at the elbow. Off the pick. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Thomas kicks to Rodman. Aguirre. Again, the Pistons score.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Bulls trail by 7. Kerr kicks to Rodman. He feeds it to Kukoc. Outside Jordan. Rebound Detroit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
That'll do it for the first half. Pistons lead by... The second half just about to get going here. It's been quite a game so far for Isaiah Thomas.
Just a quality performance, and you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have the reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Dumars. Rodman is out there with Bill Laimbeer. Then there's Aguirre. And it's Thomas in at the point. One for three. Rebounded by Rodman. Pistons leading by 10. Aguirre. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Outside Pippen. Jordan up top. Top of the key jumper, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Rodman's shot is off.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Inside. Picked away. Thomas dishes to Laimbeer. Goes up again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Rodman's got his second bucket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Chicago making some changes. Simpkins, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And a different look here for the Pistons. Mahorn checked in for Laimbeer. Edwards comes in for Dennis Rodman. Sally, he's checked in for Aguirre. And it's Johnson in for Dumars.
Great way to start to have easy layup against some soft D.
Thomas passes to Mahorn. Thomas against Jordan. Pistons passing it around. Johnson for three. Another three for Detroit. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Kerr against Thomas. Now here's Kerr. Defense is right there. The feed now to Jordan. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Pistons leading by 15. Harper's out there with Jordan. Then it's Tony Kukoc. Then there's Longley. And it's Pippen in at the three. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Jordan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Aguirre kicks to Thomas, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Dennis Rodman, who's checked in for Chicago. 1:24 left in the game. Jordan against Dumars. Jordan kicks to Harper. Rodman with a screen on Thomas. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Jordan, here's Harper. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Pistons.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
Down low. Longley with the bucket.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Thomas goes in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 10. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Detroit with the ball. Back to Dumars. With his first shot attempt. Can't get it to go. Rodman with the defensive effort.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them. Slipped right out of their hands.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up. And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeout to late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're in front by 10. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
Johnson can't hit. Kukoc can't connect. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental